Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris. Welcome to the channel. Today we're in Johnson City, named after Lyndon B. Johnson, I think. And we are currently going to be driving around the area to take a look at his ranch, his boyhood home where he was born, and all that. It's more of a driving tour because it's a little bit of a walk. But I'm inviting you to come through this little town and check it out with us. It's just about 30-45 minutes north of San Antonio on 281. We got a map. They gave us the map, so I'm going to try to help Debbie navigate. So I'm inviting you to come along. Come on. So here's the map, and I'm not quite sure
what we're doing.
Yeah, we were told that, or we found online that we were supposed to pay a fee, but
no, it says free, but it's still, he didn't mention it to us when we were in there.
Yeah. So here's our map. We're just leaving. You can't point and hold at the same time, so we're leaving the visitor center, which is where the tour started, right?
No, we're not at that visitor center. We have to go down the road first. There's apparently 2 visitor centers.
Okay. So maybe that's the one we have to pay.
Maybe. This little green and white house right here on the right is the childhood home. That's why we asked you about the walking tour, because they walk you down here.
Mm-hmm.
And tour the
I
house.
remember that. This was part of the tour before.
Yeah. So,
What's that house back
here,
there?
I'll drive you past it and you can see it better.
Yeah, see, that was on the farm before.
No, it wasn't. Their house was on the
wasn't?
farm before.
Oh.
LBJ State Park, an historic site. We are here.
We are here.
What not to miss? All right, let's go inside and see what there is to see. This is a letter from Gregory Peck. Pope Paul VI. Yes, I can read numerals. Rita Jones Long, citizen. Don't know who that is.
Please get an English major to steer you clear of such errors. That's
Grammatic, yeah. Grammatic errors.
That's great.
He's an honorary Beatles fan club member. I think you should definitely forbid Lady Bird from planting a stupid no-good tree on 14th Street during rush hour. Your grandfather would have liked to have that gavel.
He would have.
So if we talk softly, would this be one of the big sticks we carry?
Be a big stick.
It's nice.
Okay, wineries.
There's an exhibit hall back here. Let's go in. Let's go in and see day at LBJ Ranch. Some, what do they call these? Some election year buttons, campaign buttons.
Where are they wanting to go to the river next week?
Still trying to decide.
I'll take one more of our shoes.
I like to put the Texas Star on everything. from seats to quilts. Look at this mosaic. It's outstanding. All made with little tiles. Look like you might have a little bit of an acne issue. All the iconic things from Texas. Farmlands, Capitol there in Austin, Tower at University of Texas, Alamo. Those are just things I know. I'm sure this is significant somewhere. This might be in Dallas. Schoolroom desk. These are manufactured by Peabody School Furniture Company circa 1919. What'd you find, Deb? Did you find a letter?
Letters. It says, how did the German settlers feel about the hill country? Don't break it.
You can tell a man by his boots and his hat and the horse he rides.
Junction 1.
When you're following these big red flags to go out.
Which
Yeah.
way we're going on the right, right?
Yes.
She said we could go left if we want to go see like the bison and stuff.
LB Ranch tour. To the right, to the right.
Mystery went by.
This is where 4-year-old Lyndon Johnson learned how to read. This is an old farm schoolhouse looking thing. Huh. Johnson's Junction School. Use the back door. Terry, stop. That smell. I wish you could smell that smell. It reminds me of my grandparents' home. Yeah. The teacher's desk, there's a bell, some books, maps to look at. How they would have kept warm in those brutal Texas winters. Jump ropes for their calisthenics. Wow. Can you imagine going to a school like this, to these giant metropolitan metroplex pools that, or schools that we have now? This is Boss. So here's the Johnson Family Cemetery. That is really hard to read in person. Hopefully you can see it through the camera. Should we hop the fence?
No, I don't think we should. So that's there.
The two large plots there are the Johnsons, well, it's the Johnsons family cemetery, but the two bigger ones are for the president. The one on the right is for the President Johnson's, and the one on the left is his wife, Lady Bird, or known as Lady Bird. Look at these glorious trees. Right across the street from the cemetery is birthplace. The restrooms are right behind the house. Got to pee in your own backyard. It is a reconstructed birthplace. You can just hear him now. Ma, Pa, I'm home. It's a nice porch. Looks like that would have been a baby's room. Wow, look how dark it is in here. Bed, a chamber pot. Wonder what they use that for. Sewing machine right in the parlor. Writing desk. Dining room table. Where's their TV? It's a spectacular chandelier. Even had them a telephone. Wonder if this was the master. Dining room, can't really see into the kitchen. That looks like an outhouse. Barn. It's a new modern outhouse. Is that a magnolia? Are those petunias? It smells marvelous though. I do like how peaceful it is in the country as opposed to the noise of a city. But I don't know if I could live in the country. This is Sam and Elijah's home, their homestead. Look at all the white fence posts.
Yeah.
Circus. Yep, that's the airstrip, all right.
There's the show.
Show barn. Let's go look at some livestock.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
That's a big cow.
So yeah, this is one of our bulls, and then we've got a cow and her calf over
Aw.
here. And actually, our Herefords are a little on the smaller side
Are they?
compared to modern Herefords.
Really?
Yeah, our goal is to maintain that 1960s look like they had when President Johnson was still living.
Would this be the same bloodline?
Yep, it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Occasionally, yeah, we will have to buy outside bulls every 4 or 5 years because you don't
Right.
want to.
Right.
The gene pool.
Keep it too
Exactly.
much in the family.
Right. That's a good way to put it. But we're still, even then, we're still looking for short, stocky, small, more compact. Like ours will be like our bulls will be somewhere around 1,800 pounds. Where, like, if you go to a modern ranch that raises Herefords, they can be 2,200, 2,500, like massive.
Still wouldn't want this one to step on my foot.
No.
No, yeah, they're still heavy. I mean, the nice thing is Herefords really have a really nice disposition, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And ours in particular, because our ranch guys will, halter break them and get them used to being around people, so that school kids don't, freak them out. But generally speaking, they're, I said, pretty laid back.
Laid back bunch
No
of
kidding,
bulls.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are the things on their horns for?
So those are horn weights, because all of our Herefords have horns, and they don't always grow like you'd want them to. The goal is to get them to look like this, so they kind of frame
Their face? Okay.
So it's safer for the guys working with them,
Right.
and also they don't accidentally poke each other when they
True.
get all excited, when the feed comes out. And because they are horned, President Johnson always practiced horn branding. So they get an LBJ on one horn and their unique number on the other horn. So every animal on this ranch, we know its pedigree, like I said, back to either President Johnson's herd or, where that bull
Came from.
came from, right?
Yeah. Just had a bull spit on me.
Yes, you did. Actually, I think you blew his nose.
Yeah. That's bull spit. Come for the sights, stay for the entertainment.
There's got cow boogers on it.
Yep. LBJ Ranch.
Was suddenly thrust upon the world stage when Lyndon Johnson assumed the presidency following the assassination of JFK. Relatively unknown to the nation before November 1963, the Johnson family's Hill Country retreat became the second most significant location in the country after the White House. President Johnson, introduced the world to Texas as he used the property for cabinet meetings, conferences, and diplomatic functions. Visitors to the ranch left with a new understanding of the president. The LBJ Ranch, like the man, became larger than life, a place of myth and legend. And I can't see the rest of it.
In December 72, the Johnsons deeded their home to the National Park Service. The former president encouraged the
P.S.
to use the ranch as a site for teaching about U.S. history and agriculture. Today, visitors continue to come from around the world to have their own LBJ Ranch.
In other words, our taxes are paying for it.
From his childhood through his political career, Lyndon Johnson drew from his Western heritage. The grandson of a Chisholm Trail cattle drover never forgot the can-do spirit of the early day cowboys. The LBJ Ranch was the best place for national and world leaders, celebrities, and respected journalists to encounter the real LBJ, a progressive Westerner in a big hat with big dreams and big goals.
Can you see his clothes, Debbie? He's got on the baggiest pants.
Yeah.
Can you see that, Dave?
I see
His
that.
baggy pants.
He's comfortable.
He's
I
comfortable.
guess.
And an old Air Force One.
Probably.
That is an old Air Force One.
Slightly different than the new ones, huh?
Oh, the big ones are, new ones are huge.
It would have to be small to be able to land on this airstrip that's back here.
True.
But, gonna take a tour around the house.
Well, that's a
Tiny.
tiny Air Force, whatever.
Where
That's
am I
it's
going?
America.
Exactly. Oh, that
Continue
way.
on your
Okay.
left.
See,
I'm gonna wait for the guy in the.
Probably tore it.
It might be an
Doors
old
are open.
Comet, maybe. But as you can see, they're doing some construction here. They're doing some
And the house is
renovation.
back
Way
in
over
there.
there.
And this is marked with blue lights, so it looks like they
I'd say this was
taxiway
parking
at one
airstrip,
point.
too, at one time. Or parking. Maybe this was parking.
Because this is the end of the airstrip right here.
Yeah.
It should say advance or authorized. LBJ.
Yep.
Yeah. That was
Either-
probably taxiway, runway.
There's a long view of the
So they are
LBG
doing
Ranch
major
house.
construction. You
They're
can't-
doing major construction.
You can't really
can't
get
even
over
see
to
the
it.
old cars.
Can't tell this grass.
They had a barn that kept the old cars in there
Of course, it did say anticipated reopening last year, so they're running a little behind.
We'll have to make another trip out here someday to check out the house. What an interesting day trip just north of San Antonio out to LBJ Ranch. Lyndon Baines Johnson, for those of you who don't know who he is, he was the president that was sworn in on Air Force One, flying back from Dallas to DC after Kennedy was shot. So this is his homestead. So thanks for coming along with us, checking this out. Appreciate you clicking on the thumbnail. You might as well subscribe. You come this far. Thanks for watching. And now for something completely different. Bye. Would you look at the size of these ants? They're freaking huge. Huge fire ants.